The Bharat Jodo Yatra has walked for 62 kilometers in Tamil Nadu. It has walked for 355 kilometers in Kerala. And it will cover over the next 21 days. It will cover 511 kilometers by foot. These are all distances of walking. 62 kilometers walking Tamil Nadu, 355 kilometer walking Kerala, 511 kilometers walking in Karnataka. The Bharat Jodo Yatra began on the 7th of September from Kanyakumari. On the 5th of September, 2 days before the launch, Sri Rahul Gandhi had visited Sabarmati Ashram in Ahmedabad. And after spending time in Sabarmati Ashram on the 5th, he then came to Kanyakumari. He visited the Vivekananda Rock Memorial, then the Gandhi Mandapam, then the Kamaraj Mandapam, and then the Bharat Jodo Yatra started. This is the broad background to the Bharat Jodo Yatra. The reason why the Bharat Jodo Yatra is being undertaken by about 120 Bharat Yatris. Incidentally, 1/3 of the Bharat Yatris are women. And the average age of the Bharat Yatris is 38. Sri Rahul Gandhi, of course, is the most prominent face of the Bharat Jodo Yatra. And up to now, the Bharat Jodo Yatra has covered 21 kilometers a day. That is the average that the Yatra is doing. Now, the reason why the Bharat Jodo Yatra has been undertaken by the Congress Party, has been undertaken by Sri Rahul Gandhi and the Bharat Yatris is threefold. First, under Mr. Modi's leadership, his thinking, his ideology, his governance, economic inequalities in India are increasing. Price rise, unemployment, GST, concentration of economic power, these are all leading to increase in economic inequalities and a weakening of the bonds that unite India. The second reason for the Bharat Jodo Yatra is that under Mr. Modi's government, social polarization is intensifying. Religion, caste, language, food, dress, anything and everything is being used to divide our society. So social polarization in order to win elections. And of course, Karnataka is a very good example of how this social polarization is taking place. And the third reason for the Bharat Jodo Yatra is, under Mr. Modi, political over-centralization is taking place. The constitution has taken a back seat. Constitutional bodies have been weakened. And all power, all political and administrative power now resides with one man, which is the Prime Minister. He is Sarvagyani, he knows everything. He is Sarvavyapi, he is present everywhere. And he certainly presents the image of being a Sarva Shaktiman, which is all powerful. All states have been reduced to minor post offices of the central government. The powers of the states have been reduced, and today the states have become beggars. From being equal partners, they are being reduced to being beggars from the center. And whatever help the states get from the center is accompanied by a photograph of the Prime Minister. And when the photograph of the Prime Minister is not there, the Finance Minister loses her temper. So, when people say Congress party is doing Bharat Jodo, but who is todoing Bharat? Our answer is Mr. Modi's ideology, Mr. Modi's policies, Mr. Modi's personality is todoing Bharat. It is todoing Bharat because economic inequality is increasing, because social polarization is increasing, and because political over-centralization is increasing. So this is the simple reason why this 5.5 month, 3,570 kilometer long Bharat Jodo Yatra from Kanyakumari to Kashmir has been undertaken. In addition, this yatra is going through 12 states. In the states that the Bharat Jodo Yatra is not going, like Assam, Bengal, Gujarat, Odisha, Bihar, the Congress party has launched Bharat Jodo Yatras in that state. So there is a Bharat Jodo Yatra Assam, Bharat Jodo Yatra Odisha, Bharat Jodo Yatra Gujarat, Bharat Jodo Yatra West Bengal and other states. But the main Bharat Jodo Yatra is from Kanyakumari to Kashmir. Now this Bharat Jodo Yatra has disturbed and made the BJP already very nervous. Every day it is under attack with some fake news or the other in social media and in conventional media as well. It has already forced the RSS and the BJP on the back foot. It has made them nervous because a new Rahul Gandhi has emerged, a new Congress party has emerged from this Bharat Jodo Yatra. So let me end by saying that every day Mr. Rahul Gandhi will be, in addition to walking, he will be having interactions with various civil society groups. Today he met with two groups, one tribal community and the second families who had lost their main breadwinner through COVID and lack of oxygen during the COVID-19 epidemic. Priyank will brief you at length on these two interactions. Every day, Mr. Gandhi will have one or two interactions. And we will brief the media every day. My colleague Pawan Khera will do it for the next 3 days because I'll be going to Andhra and Telangana as an advance party for the next leg of the Bharat Jodo Yatra. And I'll be back in Karnataka on the 5th morning. 4th and 5th is a rest day for the Bharat Jodo Yatra in Karnataka because of the Dasara festival. So we will be doing the Yatra this afternoon, the Yatra tomorrow, the Yatra on the 2nd, Yatra on the 3rd, 4th and 5th will be rest days and it will resume on the 6th. So let me end by saying that for the Congress party, the Bharat Jodo Yatra is a booster dose. It's a Sanjeevani for the Bharat Jodo, for the Congress. It is strengthening the Congress party organization at the block level, at the district level, at the state level. It is setting the narrative in the country. All of you will have a lot of questions on the Congress party afterwards, I know. But I want you to know that everything that is happening in the Congress party is side show. The main show is the Bharat Jodo Yatra. This is the main show. The narrative is being set not by the election of the Congress president or by the defection of MLAs in Goa. The narrative is being set by the Bharat Jodo Yatra that has been underway for the last 23 days. This is the narrative. This is the real Congress that is emerging. What happens in Rajasthan, what happens in Goa, what happens as part of organizational elections, these are part of democratic politics. This is bound to happen. This is going to happen. But if you ask me, what is the one single big idea that the Congress party has brought to Indian politics today? It is the Bharat Jodo Yatra. It's the longest Padyatra ever undertaken in any part of the world by any political party. To do 3,570 kilometers over a period of 5.5 months. This is a transformation in Indian politics. It is certainly a transformation of the Congress party. I'll ask Priyank Kharge now to brief you on the two interactions that Sri Rahul Gandhi had. The one was with the tribal communities, and the other one was with the families who lost the main breadwinner because of lack of oxygen and negligence during the COVID-19 pandemic.
Thank you, sir. Quickly, ನಾನು ಭಾಳ ಹೊತ್ತಗೊಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಎರಡು ಇಂಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸು ಸಂವಾದ ಮಾನ್ಯ ರಾಹುಲ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಇವತ್ತಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಮೊದಲನೇ ಸಂವಾದ ಜಿಲ್ಲಾ ಬುಡಕಟ್ಟು ಗಿರಿಜನ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಸಂಘದ ವತಿಯಿಂದ ಆಯಿತು. ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಬೇಡಿಕೆಗಳನ್ನು ಅವರು ಮಾನ್ಯ ರಾಹುಲ್ ಗಾಂಧೀಜಿ ಅವ್ರ ಮುಂದೆ ಇಟ್ಟರು. ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾದಂಥ ಬೇಡಿಕೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಸೋಲಿಗ ಏನು ಟ್ರೈಬ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ವಲ್ನರಬಲ್ ಟ್ರೈಬಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಪ್ರಸ್ತಾವನೆ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. ಈ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಬರೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ
ಪ್ರಸ್ತಾವನೆ ಇಲ್ಲ
ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಒತ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಸರ್. ಅದು ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಸರ್ ಅವರು. ಇನ್ನೂ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಅಲ್ಲಾಗಿದೆ ಸರ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು. ಇದು ಮೋದಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಂತ ಆಶ್ವಾಸನೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು. ಆದರೆ ಅದಿನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದು ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆ ಒತ್ತಡವನ್ನು ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಮೇಲೆ ಮಾನ್ಯ ರಾಹುಲ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಅವರು ತರಬೇಕು ಮುಂದಿನ ಲೋಕಸಭಾ ಸೆಷನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾದಂಥ ಬೇಡಿಕೆ. ಮತ್ತು 2006ರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಅರಣ್ಯ ಹಕ್ಕು ಕಾಯ್ದೆ ಅಡಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನಿಮ್ಮ BR ಹಿಲ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ BRT ಟೈಗರ್ ರಿಸರ್ವ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ನಾಗರಹೊಳೆ ಟೈಗರ್ ರಿಸರ್ವ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಮತ್ತು ಇನ್ನಿತರ ಅರಣ್ಯ ಪ್ರದೇಶಗಳಲ್ಲಿ, ಹುಲಿ ಸಂರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಪ್ರದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಮೈನರ್ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ವಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಆದರೆ ಬಂಡೀಪುರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರದಿಂದ ಅವರು ಏನು ಸಕ್ರಿಯವಾಗಿ ಅವರು ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಕೊಡೋದಾಗಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಅದು ಹಕ್ಕುಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಡೋದು ಆಗಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅವರು ಒಂದು ಅಳಲನ್ನು ತೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾನ್ಯ DK ಶಿವಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವರಾಗಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯ ಅವರಾಗಲಿ ಒತ್ತಡ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಭರವಸೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾದಂಥ ಅವರ ಬೇಡಿಕೆ ಏನು, ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಲೆಮಹದೇಶ್ವರ ಬೆಟ್ಟ ವೈಲ್ಡ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಸ್ಯಾಂಚುರಿನ ಟೈಗರ್ ರಿಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಸ್ತಾವನೆ ಹೋಗಿದೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಅವರು ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಮುಂದುವರಿಸಬೇಡಿ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ 17-20 ಸಾವಿರ ಜನ ಸೋಲಿಗರು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ವ್ಯವಸಾಯ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಅವರು ಹುಟ್ಟು ಬೆಳೆದಿದ್ದು ಅರಣ್ಯದಿಂದಾನೇ ಅವರ ಜೀವನ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇದೇನಾದರೂ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಬಂಡೀಪುರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಅನುಭವಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದೇ ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವರು ಒಂದು ಮನವಿಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮತ್ತು ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಅವರು ಮಾತನಾಡೋ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾದಂಥ ಉಪ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳು ಮಾನ್ಯ ರಾಹುಲ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಪಕ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ರು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ, ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ರಾಜಕೀಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಾತಿನಿಧ್ಯತೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದರದ್ದು ಆಶ್ವಾಸನೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಷದ ವತಿಯಿಂದ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಕೇಂದ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ UPA ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಮನಮೋಹನ್ ಸಿಂಗ್ ಅವರು ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ನಾವೇನು ICDS ಸ್ಕೀಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ 6 ತಿಂಗಳಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿನ ಈ ಭಾಗದ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಪೌಷ್ಟಿಕ ಆಹಾರವನ್ನು ನೀಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ, 6 ತಿಂಗಳಿಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಅದು 1 ವರ್ಷದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅವರು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆದರೆ ಈಗ ಆ ಸ್ಕೀಮು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನಡೀತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಅವ್ರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಆ ಹೋರಾಟವನ್ನು ನಡೆಸ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಆಶ್ವಾಸನೆ ನೀಡಿದ್ದು. ಮತ್ತು ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಕೆಲವು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೇನ್ ಕುರುಬ ಸಮುದಾಯದವರು ಕಾಡಿಂದ ಜೇನನ್ನು ಇವತ್ತು ಬಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಹುಲ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕೂಡ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಿಂದೆ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಅವ್ರ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಂತೆ. ಅದು ನೆನ್ಪು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ರಾಹುಲ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅವರ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ಕಾಡಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದಂಥ ತೆಗೆದಂಥ ಜೇನು ಮತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದಂಥ ಜೇನು ಕೂಡ ಅವರು ಒಂದು ಅರ್ಪಣೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಿರುದ್ಯೋಗ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೂಡ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಆಯಿತು. ಅದು ನಾನು ಹೆಚ್ಚೇನು ಮಾತಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ತಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅದು ಗೊತ್ತಿರುವಂಥ ವಿಷಯ. ಮತ್ತು ಎರಡನೇ ಇಂಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ, ಎರಡನೇ ಸಂವಾದದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಂತ 13 ಕುಟುಂಬಗಳು ಯಾರು ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಕೊರತೆಯಿಂದ ಈ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ನಿರ್ಲಕ್ಷ್ಯದಿಂದ 36 ಕುಟುಂಬಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ನಿಧನರಾದರು. ಆ ಕುಟುಂಬಗಳೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅವರ ನೋವನ್ನು ಇವತ್ತು ಮಾನ್ಯ ರಾಹುಲ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಹಂಚ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾಗಿ 3 ಬೇಡಿಕೆಗಳನ್ನು ಅವರು ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮೊದಲನೇ ಬೇಡಿಕೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ, ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಇವ್ರು ಯಾರೂ ಸತ್ತೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಕರೋನಾದಿಂದ ಅಥವಾ ಇವರ ನಿರ್ಲಕ್ಷ್ಯದಿಂದ ಅಂತ ಇವರು ಮರೆಮಾಚ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇವರು ತಪ್ಪಿಸ್ಕೋತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ದಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಡೆತ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪೆಂಡ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ನೆಗ್ಲಿಜೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಅದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅವ್ರು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಎರಡನೇದು, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಡೆತ್ ಆಗಿ ಪರಿಹಾರವನ್ನು ಸರ್ಕಾರದಿಂದ ಕೊಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೋರಾಟ ಏನು ನಡೆಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಬೆಂಬಲವನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಅವರ ಬೆನ್ನೆಲುವಾಗಿ ನಿಲ್ತೀವಿ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಲಾರ್ದ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು ಮತ್ತು CLP ನಾಯಕರು ಮತ್ತು ಸ್ಥಳೀಯ ಮುಖಂಡರು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೋಗಿ ಪಕ್ಷದ ವತಿಯಿಂದ 1 ಲಕ್ಷ ಪರಿಹಾರ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದು ತಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಮತ್ತು ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಅವರ ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾದಂಥ ಬೇಡಿಕೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ನಿರ್ಲಕ್ಷ್ಯದಿಂದ ನಿಧನರಾದಂಥ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಕುಟುಂಬದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಜಯರಾಮ್ ರಮೇಶ್ ಸಾಹೇಬ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ ಅವರ ಆಧಾರ ಸ್ತಂಭ, ಅವರ ಏನು ಯಾರು ಗಳಿಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು ಅವ್ರು ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕುಟುಂಬದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸರ್ಕಾರಿ ನೌಕರಿ ಕಡ್ಡಾಯವಾಗಿ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರು ಬೇಡಿಕೆ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ರಾಹುಲ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಅವರು ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ CLP ನಾಯಕರು ಮತ್ತು PCC ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು ಒಂದು ಭಾಳ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾದಂಥ ಭರವಸೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನೀಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಬಂದಾಗ ಮೊದಲನೇ ಕೆಲಸ ಆಗೋದು ಈ 36 ಕುಟುಂಬಗಳಿಗೆ ಅವರ ಕುಟುಂಬದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಸರ್ಕಾರಿ ನೌಕರಿ ಕೊಡಿಸುವ ಕೆಲಸ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಆಶ್ವಾಸನೆಯನ್ನು ನೀಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಅವರು ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ವೈಯಕ್ತಿಕವಾಗಿ ಕೂಡ ಅಳಲನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು. ಅವರು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಕಷ್ಟದಿಂದ ಜೀವನ ನಡೆಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕೂಡ ಪರ್ಸ್ನಲಿ ಅವರು ರಾಹುಲ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅವರ ಮಾತನಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ರಾಹುಲ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಅವರ ನಿಧನರಾದಂಥ ಕುಟುಂಬದವರಿಗೆ ಧೈರ್ಯವನ್ನು ನೀಡಿ ನಾವು ಸದಾ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಭರವಸೆಯನ್ನು ನೀಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಮುಂದಿನ ಸಲ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಬಂದಾಗ ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗೂ ಅವರ ಬೇಡಿಕೆಗಳನ್ನು ಈಡೇರಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಾಮಾಣಿಕ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಯಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಇವತ್ತು ಈ 2 ಸಂವಾದದಿಂದ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ನಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಮುಂದಿನ ಚುನಾವಣೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಬುಡಕಟ್ಟ ಜನಾಂಗಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಮತ್ತು ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಕೇರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಇನ್ಫ್ರಾಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರಿನ ಕೊರತೆ ನಾವು ಕಳೆದ 3 ಅಲೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಅದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದು ಅರಿವನ್ನು ಮೂಡಿಸಿರುವಂಥ ಈ 2 ತಂಡಗಳಿಗೆ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ನಾಯಕರಿಂದ ಹಾಗೂ ವೈಯಕ್ತಿಕವಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ನಾನು ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಬಯಸ್ತಾ ಸರ್.
See, one of the most important point that Mr. Rahul Gandhi made in his interaction with the tribal communities, that the biggest challenge that the world faces today is environment and climate change. And we have to learn from the tribal communities how to manage the environment and how to manage forests. We do not have the full knowledge that tribal communities have, because the tribals and nature have lived in harmony with each other for centuries. So this is a point that he made in Kerala also. And this is a point that he has repeated today. That if India wants to learn how to manage its forests, if India wants to learn how to manage the environment and deal with climate change, we must learn from tribal communities. He's also very particular. You know, the Modi government has set up a ministry of Ayush, Ayush, Ayurveda, Yoga, Unani, Siddha and homeopathy. But there is no T in Ayush. It should have been T Ayush or Ayush T. Because tribal system of medicine, today, most modern drugs are based on herbs, forests produce, which are collected by tribals, and then companies make full use of it. I don't know how many of you are familiar. There's a company in Bangalore which makes a medicine called Live 52. And when I was a young boy in Chikmagalur, my grandmother gave me a little bit of Live 52. It's only when I became environment minister that I realized what Live 52 was. Live 52, which is given for people who are suffering from jaundice, is based basically on forest raw material, on herbs collected by tribal communities. And profits are made by big companies. So in Kerala also this issue came up, that tribals not only know how to manage the environment and forests, but they have a system of medicine and health care, which will go a long way in benefiting all of us. So I think the basic point he was making is, we think we are modern and the tribals are backward or primitive. That's a completely wrong way of thinking. It's in fact we who are primitive and backward in many ways. And the tribals have the knowledge that the rest of us should be having. So let's open it up for questions. One by one. One by one, please. One by one, two questions, okay. I am not going to make any comment on any individual. Individuals are irrelevant. The only thing relevant is Bharat Jodo Yatra. This is the only narrative. Individuals come, individuals go. Systems have to be put in place. And what Bharat Jodo Yatra is doing is a mass contact program of the Congress party, which is transforming the party, is transforming individuals who are involved in the yatra, it's transforming Indian politics. I am not going to make any comment on any individual who is involved in the election to the post of the Congress president. Congress party is the only political party which has a system for electing its president. Number one. No other political party in India has a system for electing president. Number one. Number two, Congress party is the only party that has actually elected president. In 137 years, president was elected in 1939, president was elected in 1950, president was elected in 1997, and president is elected in the year 2000. The Congress's greatest contribution to Indian politics has been the idea of consensus. We create a consensus. Personally, I believe in the model of consensus. This is the model that Kamaraj popularized in '64 to select a successor to Jawaharlal Nehru. This was the model Kamaraj used in '66 to select a successor to Lal Bahadur Shastri. So I believe in the consensus model. But if consensus is not possible for some reason, then we'll have election. And we are the only party which has a system for having elections. We are the only party that has an independent election authority. Mr. Madhusudan Mistry is as fearsome as Mr. T.N. Seshan, minus the hair. I mean, he's got hair, T.N. Seshan didn't have hair. But in terms of their approach, they are identical. So you have no fear that this election will be fair. Every voter in this election, Congress party election, has a QR bar-coded voter ID card. There are 9,000 PCC delegates who will vote on the basis of voter ID cards, like an Aadhaar card. So this is, election will happen. But this is part of democratic politics. What is going to transform the Congress party is the Bharat Jodo Yatra. So that's the only focus, as far as I'm concerned. And as far as many people in the Congress party are concerned. Today everybody in Karnataka is worried and involved only in planning for the Bharat Jodo Yatra. Mr. Priyank Kharge, I might say, is less bothered about what is happening in Delhi and more bothered about what's happening in the Bharat Jodo Yatra in Karnataka. So what is your second question? I mean, I've answered all questions which you want to ask in the same. As far as I'm concerned, these are all side shows. The main show is the Bharat Jodo Yatra. Yes, sir.
Along with the Bharat Jodo Yatra, it is connected to financial. His father is also contesting. Is Congress ever thinking about the larger vote bank of the Dalit community by posting Mr. Malikarjun Kharge presidential seats? Because it's allegation from the several parties, and some of their party sources says that.
Who is making this allegation? I mean, how can you make an allegation about somebody who, the facts are very well known? It's not an allegation. Are they alleging that Mr. Kharge is a Dalit? I mean, that's not an allegation. No. See, I am General Secretary Communication of the AICC. I cannot comment on any individual. I have taken a vow not to comment on any individual. I can't abuse my position to make comments on one or two. I have my individual preferences. I have known Mr. Tharoor since 1974. Since 1974 I have known him. Once again, I have worked with Mr. Kharge. He is my leader of the opposition. I am the chief whip. I work with him day in and day out. But I am not going to say anything on the two individuals. All I am saying is there is an election. The election is free. It's fair. It's transparent. It's an internal election. But election is, once again, I'll come to you. The election will happen. There will be a result. There will be a president. But what matters is the Bharat Jodo Yatra.
Are you concentrating on the Dalit vote?
Sorry?
Is somewhere Congress concentrating on the Dalit votes? Because Dalit vote is the larger community which votes for the Congress.
Anybody, I mean, if I can, the only comment I will allow myself on Mr. Kharge. Mr. Kharge has had a 50-year record in public life. He's been a legislator in the state 9 times. He's been a member of parliament twice. He's a leader of the opposition. He's been a union minister. Okay? So you can't look at him as only one lens. He's a multi-dimensional personality. Dr. Tharoor is a multi-dimensional personality. This is a fight between two multi-dimensional, not fight, but it's a contest between two multi-dimensional personalities. And as of now, the last date of withdrawal is still not over. So we don't know whether there is going to be election on October 17th or not.
So if you're telling that this is a fair election, just about the last minute change that we saw was...
So what does that have to do with Bharat Jodo Yatra?
I can't keep asking me the same question.
But you asked me this question yesterday.
This is a different question. If you just reiterated the fact that it's a fair election.
Yes.
Correct?
How do you know that? Are you privy to inside information? Come on, you are the same channel which flashed that Mr. Rahul Gandhi has air dashed to Delhi. On which day, yeah? Huh?
24th.
On 23rd. On 24th or 25th. Mr. Gandhi has gone to Delhi for consultations with Congress President. He was sitting in the container. He spent the whole day in that container in Kollam. And your channel and all the media, not only your channel, everybody. I mean, this is a herd instinct in the media is very strong. So if one channel does one thing, another channels will follow. And you had Mr. Gandhi going to Delhi. Do you have any information? Did you speak to Mr. Venugopal? No, I don't believe any information. I don't believe these sources. Mr. Kharge filed his nomination. Dr. Tharoor has filed his nomination. There are two candidates. And we are hoping that both of them will come and join the Bharat Jodo Yatra soon.
Jairam, Ramesh, I have a question for you which is related to Karnataka. This is the first BJP ruled state that you mentioned.
Yes.
And before you did,
Yes, yes.
there were also posters in Karnataka on the National Herald case as well. Because you also had started a campaign on the PCM and corruption, which is one of your, what you were setting the bow with when you coming in. How do you plan to counter it, especially in a state where they're looking at even pulling out corruption cases which the Congress regime had?
Please, by all means. I mean, let them pull out whatever they have to pull out, but let them pull out not fake news. This the National Herald case that you mentioned is a clear example of political vendetta. It's a clear-cut example of political vendetta. The manner in which this case has been concocted, I would say it's concoction, has been concocted, it's been misused, it's been used as a tool of harassment. Mr. Gandhi was questioned for 55 hours. Mrs. Gandhi was questioned for 10 hours. Mr. Kharge was questioned. He was sitting in parliament. Leader of the opposition is sitting in parliament and he is summoned by the ED. This is a clear case of political harassment and political vendetta. So let the BJP, see, the BJP dirty tricks department has been overactive from the 7th of September. First it was T-shirt, then it was container, third it was something else. Yesterday there was some fake post on Aarti, which we challenged and that person had to delete, and we have filed a police complaint. We welcome all these dirty tricks because we can expose what these dirty tricks are. We will challenge. We are prepared for the most dirty tactics on the part of the BJP now that we have entered a BJP ruled state. We are ready. The state government is ready. Our media team is ready. The state's media team is ready. Our political team is ready. Their political team is ready. What is it that Mr. Gandhi and the Bharat Jodo Yatra want to have a debate on? We want to have a debate on three things. We want to have a debate on economic inequality, prices, unemployment, GST. Hum do, hamare do. That is what we want to have a debate on. We want to have a debate on social polarization. We want to have a debate on political over-centralization. Now you want to divert attention from these issues. That is their political strategy. Fine. We will counter it. Let's see. And yesterday, I also read in the media that posters were torn out in Gundlupet and, the BJP was overactive. This is just the beginning. Let's see much is going to happen in the next 21 days, undoubtedly. And we are fully prepared for it. And we want them to do it because we want to expose them and what they are. And this is, again, a diversion from the 40% Sarkar. Ultimately, this is what it really, the shoe is pinching. The 40% Sarkar thing is pinching.
JP Nadda says that Congress has shrunk and it's not a national party anymore. So it's clearly demonstrating that Congress is not a national party.
Mr. Nadda has shrunk and he's not a national president anymore. That's all I can say that. Does Mr. Nadda say anything without approval from his top, from his high command? Did you see what Mr. Vijay Rupani, the Chief Minister of Gujarat, had to say 48 hours ago? All of you talk about the Congress high command. What did Mr. Rupani say? मुझे रात को फोन आया और मुझे कहा गया इस्तीफा दो और मैंने इस्तीफा दे दिया. What is this? Is high command. The high command, super high command. At least in Congress party we will send observers. Those observers will talk. Then they'll pass a resolution. There will be a democratic process. But the Chief Minister of Gujarat has said, रात को फोन आया और मुझे कहा गया resign करो. Not even please resign करो. Resign करो. इस्तीफा दो और मैंने इस्तीफा दे दिया. How obedient chief ministers are in BJP governments.
If I'm not mistaken,
Congress,
he was re-elected, right?
Congress is a,
Who elected him?
sorry?
So he was re-elected. I was wondering who elected him.
Yeah, exactly. Congress is a more internally democratic party than the BJP. There are more voices which speak, we don't speak in one voice. That is the strength of the Congress party. We mirror the diversity of India. So we have multiple people. We have, different people giving different views on the same topic. And we don't, beyond a point, we don't put a lid. We don't shut them up. Yes, you're still not satisfied. Any other questions?
But another, thank you.
Thank you. So we'll have a briefing tomorrow. Tomorrow, any interactions?
Interactions are there.
So no,
keep you posted.
we'll keep you posted. We'll have an interaction.